Hi, it's Jan Johnson and welcome to the Jan Johnson program. You know, one of the things I love about this industry and our profession is the fact that we learn so much from each other and then we can share what we learned. Last week, I attended an event put on by Ray and Jessica Higdon in Orlando, Florida, and it was awesome. It was the Top Earner Academy, and I learned so much, and this week I'll be sharing with you a lot of tidbits that I learned at that phenomenal event that Ray and Jessica put on. It was their first event, and I could not believe how well they pulled it off. But one of the things that stuck out in my mind, because I'm really kind of tuned into the subliminal stuff and what goes on with our own minds anyway, so maybe this is why this particular thing stuck out in my mind to me, is that Ray shared a story that years ago, before we got into the network marketing profession and had all the success that he's had, he was in middle management, I think in a government type of job, making a six-figure income. And everybody thought that he should be satisfied with what he was doing and what he was making and where he was, but he wasn't. Internally, he wasn't. And during that time frame, he had a dream. And the dream that he had was that he went to the refrigerator and opened up the ice box, and he looked down and saw a package of Oreos. And he wanted the Oreos. He started reaching for the Oreos because he wanted to have some Oreos. And along came this Chihuahua and started pulling away at the package. And so Ray was tugging it with him, and the Chihuahua was pulling it back from him. And eventually the Chihuahua got it and ran off with the Oreos, and he didn't have them. And he thought it was such an interesting dream that he went that day to work and started telling a buddy of his at work about the dream that he had. And this woman that was in a cubicle that they worked with, but really didn't communicate or talk too much to this woman, overheard Ray talking about his dream. She kind of leaned over and said, "Well, you know what that means, don't you?" And he said, "No, what?" She said, "That means that you know what you want, but you let the little things get in the way." I really thought that that was an eye-opening thing, and so did Ray, because Ray has remembered that all these years, and he told that story, so I'm sure it had an impact on him. From what he was going through, it rang true for him. And I'm very much into dreaming and what it means in our subconscious and what it tells us. And I thought I'd share this with you today because you want to take a look at what you're doing in your business and what your goals are and where you're at and what you want to accomplish, and say to yourself, you know what you want. You have put it down on paper. You've made a dream board or whatever. You've signed up in your business. You're excited about it. And so you know what you want. Your eyes on the prize. But could you be letting the little things get in the way? Is there a Chihuahua in your life running in and out that are stealing those things, that you want in life away from you? And I think it's very important to see and ask yourself that very question. So that's my tidbit for today, and I will continue to share throughout the week other things that I learned at the phenomenal Top Earner event that I went to with Ray Higdon. If you got something out of this, please make a comment, forward it to your friends, like it, and of course you can always check out my blog at thejanjohnsonprogram.com. Thanks a lot.